Alcatraz wasn't your normal prison. It was built on a small island in San Francisco Bay, far from the mainland. The only way in or out was by boat. The cold water, strong currents, and armed guards made escape almost impossible. It held the worst of the worst. Robbers, murderers, gangsters, even the famous El Capone was locked up there. Prisoners were watched 24/7. One mistake, you were punished. Talking loudly, you got a warning. Trying to escape, you disappear. But that didn't stop the three brave, or maybe foolish men. The escape was planned by Frank Morris, a smart, quiet man with a very high IQ. He grew up in a foster home and had spent most of his life in prisons. Then there were the Anglin brothers, John and Clarence. They were from Florida, grew up poor, loved swimming. They used to swim across rivers just for fun, something that would later help them a lot. The three met in Alcatraz and started talking. They didn't just want to survive prison, they wanted to escape it. Their plan was risky, and it took over 6 months to prepare. Behind each of their cell sinks was a small air vent. They used spoons and forks to slowly dig around the vents. Every night, bit by bit, they made the hole bigger, just enough for a man to crawl through. They covered the holes with cardboards and paint so that the guards wouldn't see. Behind those vents, a hidden service corridor that led to an unused area above the cell block. This became their secret workshop. These people thought of everything. They knew the guards did roll calls at night, so they made fake heads. Fake human heads using soap, toilet paper, and real air stolen from the prison barber. At night they placed the fake heads on their pillows to make it look like they were sleeping. Then, there was the escape raft. They collected over 50 raincoats, glued and stitched them together to make a life raft and life jackets. All this was done in secret, in the upper part of the prison where no one went. They even made wooden paddles from stolen materials. On the night of June 11, 1962, everything was ready. Frank Morris, John Anglin, and Clarence placed their fake heads in their beds. Then they crawled through the holes in their walls, climbed up the pipes in the utility corridor, and reached the roof. It was cold, windy, but they didn't stop. They slid down a drain pipe, climbed over the fence, and reached the shoreline. They inflated the raft, climbed in, and vanished into the dark waters of San Francisco Bay. The next morning, when the guards came to wake them, they were shocked. The men were gone. Only the fake heads remained on the pillows. The prison was in chaos. The FBI was called. Boats searched the bay. Helicopters flew overhead. They found the raft, deflated, near the Golden Gate Bridge. But the men, nowhere to be seen. The FBI believed the men drowned. The waters were too cold, the currents too strong, but no bodies were ever found, not even clothes or bones. Years later, the Anglin family claimed they received a Christmas card from Clarence. Someone said they had seen the brothers in Brazil. A 2018 letter claimed to be from Frank Morris, saying he had cancer and wanted help. Was it real? No one knows. The US Marshal still lists them as wanted, even today. Many believe the escape was successful. Others think they drowned just minutes after leaving the island. What's clear is, this escape was not luck. It was skill, patience, planning. They didn't just run, they built everything by hand. And even today, no one has been able to prove what really happened that night. Alcatraz closed down 1 year after the escape. Maybe because it was too expensive, or maybe because it had failed its one mission, to keep prisoners locked in forever. This story teaches us something powerful. Even the strongest walls can't hold back the human will to be free. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment below. Do you think they survived?